Well, hello there. How is everyone? I hope you're all well on this terrific Thursday, or Thirsty Thursday, whatever it is. You're looking absolutely amazing. And this is video 3. 3 of 3. That's it. Have you seen the other two? If not, not right now. Not right now. After this one, go and check them out. Because this one we're talking about Mica Miller. I'd done a video and removed it because I'd got a piece of information wrong, and we're going to cover that in a second, and just some thoughts that I have on the case based on my own personal experience. But the interesting thing is, what I'm just going to read you an excerpt from is a new report has come out. It's actually from in the People, people.com, and they're actually stating that the FBI are doing an investigation. I'll read you it. I'm not going to read the whole thing. But it says, local sheriff's office claims FBI has launched parallel investigation. Something that we've been talking about this for a few days, haven't we? Yeah. Parallel investigation after suicide of Mica Miller, or Mica, sorry. Mica Miller was found dead in North Carolina in April from a self-inflicted gunshot wound, the Robeson County Sheriff's Office says, which we know. The FBI is now conducting a parallel investigation following the suicide of Mica Miller, the South Carolina's pastor's wife found dead in April 27th in Robeson County, North Carolina, the sheriff's office tells People. Mica, 30, was found dead at the Lumber River State Park from what authorities determined was a self-inflicted gunshot wound. On Wednesday, Damian McLean, with Robeson County Sheriff's Office, told People that the FBI's field office in Columbia, South Carolina, is conducting a parallel investigation in connection with the case. Now, this is important. So, in connection with it, but it is not investigating Mica's death. McLean declined to provide further information on the nature of the investigation. They go on a fair bit, and then I'll go through to the bottom, right? So it says, a statement to People from the FBI's National Office of Public Affairs reads, "We have no comment and can neither confirm nor deny an investigation because of long-standing DOJ policy." McLean, however, said the FBI is an investigation that's going along with our investigation, though he added that the Bureau is not investigating any death. It's connected to, it's not the same investigation, McLean added. So quite intriguing. There's obviously something going on in the background, saying they're not investigating the death. Now, that could be interpreted numerous ways. Now, I would hope that it's being interpreted in this way, but I could be wrong. And I suppose this is based on my conclusion of what is going on here. Now, Mica's family, they are adamant that Mica didn't do this to herself. Adamant that she didn't do it to herself. Now, I wrongfully stated that fisherman who was nearby had heard screams, when in fact he had heard crying and then a single gunshot, and then the rest is history. Some other people have added some things in the mix, but I can't comment on it because I don't know the authenticity of what they're saying actually happened. And I don't want to speculate in this one because I don't feel that there is any real speculation at this stage to be had. Now, if later on down the line things change, then I will change my opinion. But the reason why I'm kind of steadfast in my feelings that I do believe at this stage that Mica very likely did this to herself. But something drove her to it. Something got her to the point of no return. And I have seen firsthand, for those of you who have been around the channel long enough, you'll know, I lost my own mother to suicide. And sadly, people can appear to be perfectly okay, perfectly happy, normal, and even on the day where they do this, they can be arranging things. My own mum done exactly the same. So I know Mica's friend has come forward and said, look, we'd spoken, I think it was via text, and she'd arranged to go and meet her and was looking forward to it. And this is kind of sometimes just what they do to try and give the people around them the perception that they are okay. You know, sometimes it's those final things where they just want to make sure that the people who were around them, the last thing that they made them think was that they were okay. But I feel that it's quite damaging that they try and push a different narrative with this to try and make people feel like they can stop these people. It was something that I was listening to the other day, and it was almost like they were trying to say that someone who is going to do this, they would not be making arrangements, making plans and things like that. And, you know, that's a dangerous precedent to set. And I will say that because, you know, we've touched on this before. We used to do the mental health lives, which I will get back into doing. But that's not the case. It's not the case. Sometimes this is just about giving the perception of normality, the perception of being okay. And Mica had gone through a lot. She had gone through a lot. And sometimes it's the people who are very close to them that can be the most manipulative. I saw it. I listened to it myself. I wouldn't like to think that my own family members were being purposefully manipulative of my mum's situation, but I must admit, looking back on it now, I'm older and I have a lot more kind of, I suppose, experience. I kind of can see that they were perhaps doing it purposefully because they knew how she would react to it. And I find that quite manipulative. And I feel that potentially there was a situation happening with the FBI that they could be investigating the situation around Mica, the situation that led her to do this. Enough has come out. Enough has come out. You know, there has been some statements made against JP. Now, they're stating that JP was not in the area when this happened to Mica. They're actually saying that he was elsewhere, and it looks like he was having a meal with somebody else. I've heard some rumours, but I'm not going to go fully into that. But apparently he weren't in the area. He weren't in the area. But quite convenient, isn't it, that he isn't in the area? He is away. He's not at ground zero, so he can't be pointed the finger at. But people are pointing the finger at him anyway. But no, I feel that this was a situation where Mica very likely did indeed do this to herself. I appreciate that the family are going to want to lash out and they're going to want to blame other people. And maybe they are right to. Maybe they are right to in a certain way. Because ultimately, those that are close to her, the closest, which, you know, maybe JP had the ability to help, not hinder. And not only he didn't help nor hinder, he potentially exacerbated an extremely volatile situation that led to where it led. And if that's the case, then he may not have pulled the trigger, but he put her where she was, and he caused what happened. And that ain't right. But anyway, let me know down below. What do you think the FBI are doing? What are they doing? What are they doing? What are they doing? But apparently, they're doing a parallel investigation. Remember, tomorrow is court day. Well, it's court day today, actually, but I'm just not doing it live. I'm going to do a condensed video that gives you a highlight reel of the court. I'm going to upload that tomorrow for you. And then after that, I'll do some shorter videos that just talks on some, you know, some of the points that need to be addressed. Who knows what will come out. Secret witness. Apparently, it's going to be someone from law enforcement. I've heard through the grapevine. How true that is, I don't know. But we shall see. Take care. Have a fantastic evening, and I'll speak to you all in the next one.